Well, here we are, another Sunday. I know you thought that I wasn't going to come, but have a seat because Mother's arrival has come nigh. Yes, you are listening to an all-new episode of A Seat at the Table podcast. I know it's late in the day, but you know what? We could do whatever we want because, like DiGiorno's, we don't deliver, but we're always on time. Hello, can I get an amen? I see you over there with your hand raised up to the sky. I see you. That's right. Hey, guys. What's poppin'? What's schmoppin'? Now, normally I come in with a song, but you know what? I don't have a song in my heart, and I don't want to fake a performance for you. No, I don't. I am still Gail. Can you believe it? I'm still fucking Gail. And you are still you, and here we are. You can find A Seat at the Table podcast on social media. On Twitter, you can find me at Galanda Adams. That is Gail. Every week I have problems with this. ONDAADAMS, Galanda Adams. Thank you very much, Mr. I'm K-Brad, for that name. And you can also find us on Instagram at Seat at the Table Pod. All one beautiful, clear, I can speak, whatever. Listen, I've had a few drinks, okay? So mind your business. Anyways, and I'm still drinking. But as we speak, I am also saging because it's come that time. After a long holiday weekend, who doesn't need to sage? Some of you guys need to go on ahead and sage your vaginas, okay? Because y'all been active out here. Y'all been active. Speaking of being active, your girl. First of all, don't giggle like a damn schoolgirl. But your girl has definitely arrived at a place where, you know, after all of the saging and the smudging and the talking to my vagina about how there's going to be better days, it's lit. It's lit out here. I had a really, really productive holiday week. Hope you did too. All right. So what's going on? How are you? How's your penis? Okay, great. Mine is there. It's been getting a lot of work this week, honey. That's right. A lot of fucking work, okay? I know. It's like it's like firecrackers going on in my fucking undercarriage. You know what I mean? And I think you do. Hopefully all of us have been getting treated and cheated, but mostly treated. All right. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and get into the hot topics because I don't have time to waste. And you know what? Neither do you. Fat shout out to the 15-year-old phenom, Coco Gauff. Yes, now I know most of you have been at work, so you've been unable to keep up with the daily games at Wimbledon. But Coco Gauff, 15-year-old phenom, has continued her ascent at Wimbledon after she defeated Venus Williams this week in her first round match. She has now advanced to the 16th round, becoming the youngest player to advance since Jennifer Capriati. That's exciting. That is exciting. And, you know, listen, I think that, I think it's always, because it's like, why do we get so excited when we see another person, another black person, another young black person just winning, just doing such great things, just a young person in general? I feel like I get excited because I realize that at that point, all of the hard work and all the bullshit that we go through every day is worth it if we can have a moment where we get to see young Coco Gauff. You know, that's how I feel. That's how I feel. I do. I'm not going to lie. Now, in other news, rest in peace to Disney star Cameron Boyce. A lot of you guys if you're younger, especially. Now, I'm a woman of a certain age, so by the time Cameron became popular on Disney, I was well past my Disney age. But if you're not sure who he is, then don't worry about it, okay? Or just Google. But Cameron Boyce, 20-year-old Disney actor, he died after going through some health issues, but he suffered from a seizure, which led to his untimely passing. And several stars have expressed their grief at his passing, including Raven Simone, Sky Jackson, Yara Shahidi, excuse me. And yeah, I think it's really crazy. First of all, am I the only person who didn't know that he was biracial? I didn't know. Did you guys know? Oh, well, okay, good on you. But yeah, so he passed away, and that's some sad news. What did you guys do for your 4th of July? What did you do? I didn't do too much. I actually went with some buddies and or my good friend. We went to another friend's house and watched the fireworks from their I guess one of their terraces at their building, and it was really exciting. It was a fun little time. I don't know why. I'm sure it's just the kid in me, but I fucking love fireworks, okay? Fireworks are amazing. I love them very much. And there's something, we know the historical account of 4th of July and what it means to African Americans. But I think that there's also the duality of Independence Day and the fireworks and just the time to be with family and create your own traditions and your own meaning behind any holiday, to be honest with you. Any public federal American holiday, I'm sure, has its deep roots in some sort of colonialist bullshit, but it's still fun to get with your family and your friends and eat good food and talk shit. And yeah, so my 4th of July was, really quiet. I know you're wondering, like, oh, do she still talk to somebody? Like, was she able to keep that going, or was she annoying bitch and the boy is gone? The boy is still mine, okay? Not yours, but mine. Not yours, but mine. Not yours, but mine. I'm sorry that you, seem to be confused, bitch. What? He belongs to me. The boy is mine. You like that, right? Good times had by one and all. So anyways, what did you do with your holidays? So could you button up your pants at the end of the night or no? Because I have been eating like a ravenous pig. Okay, it is so disgusting. I'm so ashamed of myself. I cannot wait. I also started Nike Fit Plus this week, Nike Run Club. So I've done a combine of 8 miles. I only worked out, I think, 3 days this week. Oh, please don't even get on me. But it's been a long week, okay? Speaking of a long week and the holidays, so Nike decided that it would be a great idea for them to release some Betsy Ross flag shoes. Oh, brother. I'm not sure if we talked about this last week or not, but I feel like it's worth going over one more time. So the thing about the whole Nike thing and the Betsy Ross shoes is Nike actually has black people that work for them. They have quite a few black people that work for them. Being someone who has been a part of, that world in terms of the corporate retail world, I know that Nike has lots of people of color, lots of disenfranchised groups. If you want to talk about your disenfranchised economic groups, Nike has them. But I think that there's something to be said that if you have a seat at the table, however, because of the vibe because of the vibration or the energy of the room, you don't feel like you can speak up. I mean, I think it's pointless to have inclusivity and diversity if these people are then put in a room where they're made to feel like they can't speak up. I need you to know that there are many hands that shoe passed through. Many, many hands, okay? A shoe like that doesn't just get released. It is planned out a year in advance at minimal. Now, let's just also preface this by letting you guys know that Colin Kaepernick also voiced his distaste with the shoe and let Nike know that it would probably be in their best interest not to release the shoe, and they did it anyway. You know, here's my thing. You know that friend that you give advice to, but they don't listen at all, ever? Nike might be that girl. She might be that girl, bitch. And I'm not sure what the meaning behind that is, but Nike did pull the shoe eventually. And it has been reported in the news that, you know, I guess after there was backlash in terms of what Betsy Ross represents, Nike finally decided to pull the shoe. Now, I know how it feels to have a seat at the table and still not feel like you can speak up. It's really, you're there for inclusion, you're there for diversity, you're there for your face to be one of the black pepper grains in the crowd, but you still can't speak up. It happens. So, listen, here's what I'm going to say. I truly think that until we get to a place of conscious capitalism, where not just having diversity and inclusion when it comes to gender or sexuality or race or political socioeconomic views, but being able to have empathetic leadership, which allows for the environment where creative minds and intellectual minds can meet and really do what's best for an organization, you'll have situations where, like Nike, you're doing things that kind of goes against the whole moral compass that you say you stand for, but there you are. Now, no tea, no shade to Nike, but aren't you guys investors in privatized prisons? As we all kind of watch in the news about all the things that are going on in these immigrant detention centers around the country, just know that those fall under the guise of privatized prisons. Oh, yes. Prisons for profit. Yes, so these detention centers, they got to get filled. And you know how they get filled? Yeah, you know how. So all I'm saying is, watch out who you're supporting, okay? Oh my God. California. Are you guys going to end up breaking off soon because of one of these earthquakes? California experienced 2 major earthquakes this week. I believe one of the 6.8 magnitude and one of the 7.1 magnitude. The earthquakes could be felt as far as Las Vegas. And I think the epicenter of one was probably about an hour away out of Los Angeles. And needless to say, there are gas eruptions and there are people hurt. And if you have any questions, please contact, or if you're looking for a way to support, please contact your local Red Cross in the California, Los Angeles metro area. Yeah, I'm scared of earthquakes, and I think that's the one thing that keeps me from moving to the West Coast, to the left coast. Yeah, I'm scared of that shit. Like shit falling off of shelves and fucking the ground is moving, bitch. No. I only want my ground to move when I have a little smoky smoke. You know what I'm saying? And I think you do. So also this week, Lil Duval decide, yes, that Little Duval. Now, if you know anything about Little Duval, you know, like, he's not a nigga that anybody should be looking up to and or listening to. Let's just write that and make it very clear. Lil Duval is not